Hello, everyone. It's time for another episode of Bombastic Views. Yay! And you guys chose the theme, which was Are You Petty or Nah? Now, once again, I do apologize. I'm in my car at the moment, so it's going to be a little bit of background noise, but I'm trying my best, okay? I'm sorry. First off, I want to say if you're not following me now on my other platforms, you're missing out on updates. I make music. I sell items in my stores. I have other podcast episodes. What else? Makeup contests. Yes, makeup contests and collabs. If you guys are interested in that, if that's your jammy jam, don't miss out. Follow me on my other platforms. So it's Variety Views, Variety Views, Viewz, not a S, A Z. And yeah, I'm on that on Facebook, Instagram. Don't miss out. You're going to miss out on these updates if you don't follow me. So in today's episode, you're going to find out if I in fact am petty or if I'm not. And also, maybe you'll find out if you're petty or if you're not. So, just like last time, we'll start off with a popular ish, trendy topic that has to do with being petty. Are you ready? All right, now I know y'all are going to be upset with me, but I just have to bring up this Cardi B and Nicki Minaj and JT and Bia and whoever else is involved situation. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I honestly don't really care about this topic. I'm just covering it because it's the Petty Olympics today, okay? Let's pretend it's the Petty Olympics today, and we are just kicking it and having a little bit of fun. Like, let's not be too serious today. Usually I wouldn't care about this topic, but I'm sorry, it's just I had to. Confirmation. Hello, guys. So my battery died, and I was just frustrated with that completely. So I just decided to restart fresh from where I left off. Um, so let's not waste any more time and get right into it. So, with the whole Cardi B and Nicki Minaj feud, it's been going on for a while now, but it's definitely more resurfaced again. And now other people are involved, like JT, and um, now I see and I know I don't think it started I don't think Bia has to do with the Nicki Minaj and her arguing thing, but I think it was more so like Cardi making a diss track, and then now Bia's making a diss track. But either way, right? Um, Obviously petty, right? There was a lot of petty things said. Um, and I just think that, although yeah, there was a point in time where I'm just like really excited for these beautiful artists to collab and make another song. But then I realized that the first song that they made, the song that they did make together, was like essentially a diss towards each other already from the get go. So it's just like, I guess sometimes you just have like some people just aren't your cup of tea. And whatever was said, like it's done, it happened. Um, but now it's just like, let's move on. Let's just not, let's let it breathe, like take some breaths and just like don't ever be around that person. Really, like, honestly, I've cut so many people off, and it was just because of my own mental health, because it's like I know there was some times where I'd be like, if I'm around you, I'm going to be violent, and that is never a good thing. And I don't want to be that. So that's why I try to avoid those situations by not being around certain people, especially if I know that they get me. Like if it's on an on-site basis, okay, if it's on an on-site basis, I know for sure I don't want to see you because I don't want to fight. I don't want to, okay? I know how to, but I don't want to. That's the difference. Like, like I have too much to lose, um, I'm an adult, I have kids, like there's just so many factors as why it's like I would rather resort to not being around someone who makes me feel that way than allowing myself to be in their presence. But not too much on this topic because I really do adore both women. I don't like it's not my place to judge anybody. I'm on a divine mission, so like I said, I'm lit just living the human experience and I am above no one, so I'm not here on this planet to judge anyone. Okay? I don't judge. So, that's a wrap. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for bombastic fact or cap. Are you guys ready? I know you are because you liked it last time. So that's exactly why I brought it back. Um, let's get started. You're gonna have to guess if the claims that I find or found online are fact or are they cap. Okay, bring your imaginary buzzers and let's go. Okay, out of these claims, which ones are fact or cap? Claim number one: people who curse more are more honest. What do you think? Is it fact or cap? If you guessed fact, that is correct. Studies have shown that people who swear more, curse, are actually linked to being more honest individuals and authentic people, and that they are less likely to lie. So I can kind of relate to that. I have a sailor's I have a sailor's mouth. I just don't, swear on here, obviously, because sometimes younger audiences get a hold of, my podcast sometimes, and so I refrain from that. But off of here, yeah, there's a reason why my grandmother used to have to like soap my mouth. Yeah, as a child. Yeah. Claim number two. Okay, so people are saying that night owls are actually more creative than people who wake up in the morning, early in the morning. Fact or cap? If you guessed fact, that is correct. Studies show that creativity is typically linked to unconventional sleeping patterns. So I can relate to this because as an artist, um, I tend to have insomnia. I have insomnia, and it's hard to sleep for me sometimes. And so my mind is constantly going about ideas or things that I have. And those moments, those downloads that I have happen the most in the middle of the night and or right before bed, like at midnight or 1 o'clock in the morning, sometimes even when I'm woken up, or even sometimes if like something goes bump in the night and I get woken up at like 3 or 4 in the morning, I'm just like, what was that? I'm like, all right, now I can't go back to sleep. My mind's going. It's something I do all the time, so I can relate. Okay, claim number three. People say that listening to sad music while you're sad actually helps you feel better. So, what do you think? Fact or cap? So, if you picked fact, that is also correct. So it says study shows that it it connects you to it makes you have like emotional regulation, so as to where like you actually get to feel the feelings and get them out. I can relate to this. It helps with processing because sometimes I tend to be really, if I just want to listen to some music, when I'm sad, it helps me be able to like cry it out. I'm not afraid to say that. Sometimes music makes me, if it says exactly what I'm feeling at that moment, like it understands exactly how I'm feeling, I am able to process those feelings by crying it out and, because I was able to listen to that. So I can agree to this. I feel like this is definitely fact. Well, looks like I tricked you all this time. They were all fact. Will they be all fact next time? I don't know. We'll have to see next time. Stay tuned. Okay, my lovely friends. So, this segment is where I pretty much get stories that I find online that are like really bombastic or like petty, because I just don't really have any guests right now. I'm hoping that I get some more people that want to be involved in this vision because I would absolutely love to have someone be on here. I just would love to have a little bit of your time and your opinion on things and your like viewpoint on life or these topics. So if you're interested in being a guest, please let me know. I'm open to anyone and everyone. Let me know. Okay? Well, as long as you're 18 and up. You have to be at least 18 and up though. I beg of you. Thank you. Okay, guys, I hope you are all ready for these stories because they're a bit wild. So, but I definitely wanted to share them with you, and we will continuously bring up this article and like others that I found that I'm just like, what? This is bombastic. I'm gonna give this some side eye. So, okay, let's go. So, story number one says, after years of treating me terribly, my so called best friend was riding my butt about a cheap dress I'd borrowed from her that I hadn't returned yet. And I just snapped and ended our friendship. But, there's always a but, not before wiping my butt with the dress, putting it in a plastic bag, and giving it to her dad to return to her. To this day, I wonder if she ever caught pink eye from that. Pink eye. She, okay. By the way, y'all, these are real stories. Mind you, these are what people actually did to others to get back at them, being petty. So, that was diabolical. That was crazy. Anyways, okay. These are really short, so I'll just power right through them. Two, my ex cheated on me. That had the then had the nerve to say that he didn't trust me. So I waited until he was at work, then took his phone, dumped all his cologne onto his bed, kicked his air conditioner out of the window, and gave his dog away. I think that was a little bit, that was a certified crash out, but it was very unnecessary. That last part was very unnecessary. I'm sorry, but like the phone and the mattress can be replaced. But the dog, like, come on, girl. Come on, girl. Okay, here's another one. A college friend was having a small party and invited a guy she thought was really cute. Well, that cute guy took a liking to me and kept hanging around me that night, even though I wasn't really into him. But my friend was still upset that he was paying me so much attention. So she sprayed her cider all over me with a simple oops. I'm sorry. After the party ended, the cute guy asked me to crash on the couch with him, but my friend insisted that I sleep in her room instead, or else she would totally cut ties with me. I turned her down nicely and she slammed the door in my face. So I got busy with the guy on her couch.
Oh, yes.
I mean, this one was kind of valid because, like, girl, I wasn't even into him. Like, why are you being such a pick me right now? And why are you know what I mean? Like, why are you being this way? Um, like, hello. So I don't know. Kind of valid. Sorry. I don't know. Here's the fourth one. My husband hates cockroaches. They're his biggest fear. So when he pisses me off, I secretly donate money to the Brooklyn Zoo to have a cockroach named after him. Diabolical. I'm sorry, that was right. That was a good one. That was a good one. Okay, last one. My ex was in prison at the time, and he pissed me off right before Father's Day. Oh boy. So I bought a card for my daughter to send him that said, I may not be perfect. I may not be a perfect child, but look on the bright side. At least I'm not mailing this from prison. Happy Father's Day. Ouch. Ouch. I'm sorry, but that's just like, why bring the kid into it? They are so innocent and so pure, and y'all just be bringing the kids into the adult drama. Like, why? Stop. Don't do that. Okay, guys. Well, we're done with that segment. I hope you enjoyed that. Definitely some horrific stories there. But stay tuned to see what I have next for you all. All right, guys, it's time for me to react to another crazy video that I find online, um, that just makes me give it side eye. Like, what is happening here? So, yeah, let's get started. Also, discretion is very loud. This one's also very loud just because the audience is in awe as I am, as you will be. So if you're not listening to this podcast on YouTube or on the Spotify video, just know that you're missing out. If you guys want that exclusive content, go on my Spotify video or my YouTube Variety Views with a Z for the full content, the full experience, okay? But here we go. Let me go ahead and react to this video. Oh my god. That is crazy. Uh, oh my gosh. That freaked me out. Like, my eyeballs was the same as the emojis they were using. I'm like, oh my god. What? And yikes. Ouch. How is that possible? I thought that, like, your head is decapitated at a certain point of your spine, reaching out, twisting at a certain. What? I'm so confused. I don't know what's happening. That was definitely bombastic. I don't know. Okay, here's probably what you all have been waiting for, is to know if I'm petty or not. And the answer is an absolute yes. Okay, I am Petty Lobel, and I'm not like this to everyone. Like, I'm only like this to people who I deem like deserve it because they have literally given me their butt to kiss, or just like treated me like I was a peon, or like their little flunky, or tried to make me feel like I wasn't like I was uneducated because I was a black woman, and I just had to be petty. Like, I had to give them a dose of their own medicine. Like, unfortunately, you just have to be that way with people. They are disrespectful. They go about life with an ego that is untouchable, and or they feel like it is, but it's really all insecurities. It's all projected insecurities that when they try to make you feel a type of way that you don't claim that energy, and they trying to give it to you. Like, what is you doing? Like, get off me. And, I even have like examples because I'm never afraid. That's one thing I love about myself. I'm never afraid to say when I was being petty. And I have a lot of instances where I've like blocked or unfriended someone because I just like they didn't do nothing particularly super huge to me, but they definitely, it was like, okay, you're a liability to my mental health, and so you gotta go. Like, this is my channel, this is my page. If you send confusion to me, you gotta go. And that's just not me being mean, baby girl, baby boy. That's me having respect for myself, having boundaries. You should try it. It's great. I do collabs, and I've like, quite literally, one time I know that I suspected one of the females that was in my collabs a long while ago being a type of way, but I couldn't prove it. But my intuition and everything else was like, no, 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 no. She's talking to everybody else with grace and respect. And when it comes to you, the person whose space this is, she's all one wordy or mean or like attitudey or like as a matter of factly type of attitude with you. It's like, what's going on here, you know? And then another thing that she did that definitely was like, the icing on the cake was everybody else's collabs that she was in, she gave like her grand ambiance, like her all into it, her art, her artistry into it, okay? The collabs that she would do with me would be very, and I'm not trying to be rude, but listen, I'm from the East Coast. We're very bring it go big or go home type of mentality, and she was bringing the very basic of basic, and like no effort, and like barely any makeup, or um just no creativity to it. Just, I threw it together, here you go, take this. And it's just like, I had to let her, like, I had to block her. And I know she probably played victim to a lot of people, or maybe she didn't. I don't really know, and I don't care. My intuition tells me that a lot of people who encounter me like to play victim. So I just put them all in a box, because if y'all want to put me in a box, I'll put y'all in a box of, I want to play victim after I quite literally trigger you many, 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 many times. Yeah. And actually, not to mention the reason why I also got rid of her on my space was because she was also mutual friends with someone who was also who I had just had a falling out with, and she couldn't be neutral. That's essentially what the reason why I ended up being petty and got her gone out of my space, off my page, was because she could not be neutral. She couldn't be neutral to the fact that her friend over there and me ain't getting along, and that, that is absolutely okay, because once again, here goes that quote, sometimes people are just not your cup of tea. So that's why you're supposed to, just like, if you have a falling out with somebody, just clap your hands, like, not clap your hands, but like wipe your hands with it, let it be gone, okay? No dwelling on it. But every time I try not to dwell on things, or be be in my own ADHD, possible autistic bubble, nobody lets me. Like, it's always like, oh, let me bring a reaction out of her, let me bring a something out of her. I need her response, I need her energy, I need her aura, I need it, and it's annoying, because it's like, leave me alone, like, get out of my face. Either you're cool with me or you're not. And if you're not, you get petty. Like, you get the petty side, you get Petty LaBelle. All right, I'm just saying. Okay, all right. I have plenty of other stories of when I was the petty one. Okay, but I just don't. I just I always come back to, it annoys me that I even have to be petty, period, because like I said, I'm on a divine mission. But I realized that in life, if you're on a divine mission, you have to have a strong spine, you have to have a strong backbone, you have to be a goddess energy carrying person, because people are always going to constantly try to um make you feel like they're your superior, or they have your, like, a bigger cat energy than you. And it's just like, if you're a female, and it's to a point where you have to just be able to show people like, no, 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 that is not allowed around me. That is not allowed around me. And yes, I can say that. And yes, I can ask for that because boundaries are important. And if you are a real one, you should understand that. Like, it's not rocket science. So, I'm not saying y'all go out there and be like, you know, be a troublemaker or be like somebody who like needs to always like, come at somebody. But you have got to be petty with some of these people out here. You have to, because they will take you for granted. They will definitely try to sun you, try to like one up you and disrespect you, and it's not okay. It's not cool. And it could be little. It could be something that everybody else or somebody else would think that is little. If it matters to you, it matters to you. And that's all that matters, okay? I'm always used to people downplaying my emotions, my views, how I feel, and my boundaries. And I'm at a point where it's like absolutely no more for the rest of my life. Anybody who I feel um like they are trying to do too much around me as far as trying to one up me or be extra, uh they gone. They gone out my space. Gone. I'm sorry. Also, guys, my lighting is a little crazy, and like y'all know, I am currently in a situation where I am in the car and also in a hotel. So if you want to help support someone like myself, please stream these podcasts. If you want to go to YouTube, help run my watch time hours up, whatever you want to do, if you, whatever, however way you feel best or feel like you can help is definitely most definitely appreciate it ahead of time. Um, I'm already so blessed by the amount of people who are just blessing me with their presence and their encouragement and their love. That too, if you have words of affirmation or something that you want to, help me keep going, I would absolutely love it and enjoy it. Because I have just been being attacked. With evil eye and negativity towards me, a lot of craziness and bitterness towards me. And so if you guys have love, any extra love to give, your girl would definitely appreciate it. Thank you. On to the poem. All right, guys. Here we go. Here we go. To not disappoint. Okay. So, petty as can be, petty as I be, but only to the people that need it plus fee, because you gotta be real in this world, not acting like you's the biggest deal in this world. Because when you do that, you get pettiness back, and that's a fact. It's a wrap. I thank you all for always being ever so into my quirkiness and nerdiness. So, guys, I appreciate you so much. Thank you for being here. I've had a blast recording this episode. If you have any input, any ideas, any stories, ghost stories, Halloween's coming up, I would love that. Any just accomplishments, wins that you guys have, I would love to talk about those on here. If you want to be a guest, I don't just like allow you one time to be on here. You can be on here as many times as you can. You know what I mean? I would love that. So please hit me up. The email that I have for you guys to be able to send things in will be in the description. So was that a spider shadow? There be spiders trying to
talk to me. They always like spin their web on me and then climb on me. Anyway, so it will be in the description, my email, but it is varietyviews with a Z at gmail.com. Varietyviews with a Z at gmail.com. I look forward to hearing from you guys. I look forward to recording next week's episode. And we will be back with a very awesome topic because you guys pick the topics. I just give you a suggestion and you pick it, and you guys have been so awesome for picking them for me. I appreciate you so much. It helps a lot. And I hope you're enjoying these. I hope you're enjoying these episodes. Okay? I love you so much. Have a wonderful day. Be great. And don't let nobody tell you that you ain't the bee's knees. Okay? And always be petty to those who are petty to you. Because sometimes being the bigger person just ain't an option. I love you. Bye.